Welcome welcome to this live stream. I'm so excited that you're here. Just dropped my kids to school, went to do a little window shopping, and I'm back home. I am back home to be doing my business, the thing that I really love so much. So I'm here to answer this question. Some people ask me through my on my DM and they say that Sunday always talk about this online business. How do I earn from my kitchen? How do I earn from my kitchen? What will I be doing? You see, this is possible. So many people ask these questions, and we are living in this is an advantage generation. This is the best time you can ever live right now. Yes, though people saying that there are so many things happening that are not good. I'm looking for my lip balm, but I couldn't find it. I think I left it in the car. So people think that this is the worst time because of so many things happening. There are wars, there's prices of things are going up, But do you know that it's even also easy to get money compared to before, where you really struggle, work, and you get small. Yes, though some people could say that the cost of living was low, but at this moment is more flexible. It's just you have to plug into the right system. You have to know the right way, because there are so many complicated, confused, and also corrupt ways of earning on this internet, and will put you in a big trouble. You need to find out the legitimate system, the legitimate a business that is registered, and it is legitimate, and something that you can do without fear of what if this will happen, something that is really genuine. And you don't have to start from scratch. If you were to start from scratch, to start doing everything by yourself, it will be hard, because how much time will you spend on researching? Like, there's so many things are just changing, like, the AI is changing so many things at just like in a twinkle of an eye. If you have to figure everything by yourself, believe me, you'll even give up in the middle. You'll give up even before starting, because as you're still thinking, okay, this is the best, let me dig deeper and find more and more, another one, boom, has popped up now, which is more easier, more simpler than what you have known, you see. But plugging in a system where you don't have to worry about researching, find out, yeah, you can do your own research for little things, but the big picture on what is working best, what is trending at the moment, what is, that you don't have to figure it by yourself. And also, if you're by yourself, it's hard. But if you're in a group of people, someone has figured out this, another one has figured out another thing, and you all come together, these are the things that has come, oh, I've discovered this, you find yourself that you are up to date. And that's how people who are doing online businesses, they're really getting better, because they're not doing it by themselves. You're not just doing it as individual. Yes, it's your own business, but you find yourself in a community of people who are like-minded, people who thrive in the same environment, people who want to change, and people who really want to change their own lives and also the lives of others. And that's why in our online business, we have an amazing community. Yesterday, oh my God, yesterday was the one of the amazing day, most especially in my own life. I was the most inspired, no, let me say, what was the word? The biggest inspiration of the day of the mastermind. And the mastermind is global, all over the world. People from Africa, Caribbean, all US, Canada, all Australia, all over the world. Mention all the continents. You can find people there. And I was the most inspiration. People got inspired because of my story. And what was my story? I got this business when I was back in South Sudan, where we have been in a war for a very long time. And I've never experienced peace. I've been a refugee for twice, second time. But I got this business when I was in South Sudan. I was working, and then I want to start. I was hesitant. I was thinking of the electricity is not there. Sometimes I had solar in my house, but the solar sometimes goes off when there's not enough sunshine, and I did not have electricity. I no electricity in the house. Yes, I did not have internet, but I was interested. I knew there's something that I'm going to do that is more flexible. But I did not know what exactly. So when I got this business, I was so curious. But again, I was thinking, "Well, am I capable?" Just like anyone else, so doubtful, and no one else in my community, in my family, even in my country that I know. There might be some, but I did not know someone who was working online. So I could really go and say, how does this working online feel like? What does it take? I did not have that person. So I was just, this crazy, crazy girl with a have, dream that doesn't make sense in a poor country where electricity is a dream, internet is a dream. Yes, we have internet, but it is really very, very bad, and it's very expensive even to get to achieve that. And then I got this online business. I was curious, learning, and then, by the way, I was curious to learn, but I did not even have the means of payment. I had ATM card, and those people who know ATM card, it's just for withdrawal. It's just for withdrawing money. It's just for withdrawing, not paying international. I could not pay. I had so many limitations. I couldn't pay. My electricity is not there. My internet is not there. I had no one that I could compare, that I could really, go to and ask, how is this online business done? There was no one, but I was so curious. This big dream was growing. I was so excited every day. And again, afraid. I was having that mixed reaction. I started going to ask people if I could do this. You know yourself. You're very shy. And this situation for us in South Sudan, you can't do this. Oh my God, you cannot do this. I almost believed them because I looked into myself, where I came from. And I came from a very, very poor background, grew up without my parents. Very challenging situation where even getting food to eat was a challenge. A place to sleep was a challenge. But I have this crazy dream of having a global online business in a country where electricity is not even working, because the business is online. Working at night was a big risk. It was a big risk. So something happened again. There was insecurity. I became a refugee for the second time. But thank God that time I already secured the MasterCard. Something happened to that bank where we were paid, and then we were transferred to another bank where they provide MasterCard. So that was a great opportunity. I was already a refugee in Uganda. I have a MasterCard. I have my little saving. I said, oh, this is the time that I'm going to do this business. I don't know how it is going to be like. I don't know how it is going to feel like. I was scared, but I was into it. I was afraid. I was into it. I was, having that low self-esteem, but my heart was into it. So what happened? I just got in. I reached out, and then I asked if I can do this business in Africa. I was a refugee. They said, no, you. It doesn't matter your status. I got started. Since that time, I poured myself deep into learning these skills. Some of the things that I never had in my life, I just had in the business, but I kept learning and helping others. Little did I know, I started inspiring people from other parts of Africa. I started having business partners from Kenya, from Namibia, from Liberia, from Malawi, from even there was one in Papua New Guinea. It was my first time to hear that country. you know, that was how crazy I was. So I got started. I got started, and I just said to myself, I'm going to do this. It doesn't matter what comes, I'm going to be in. I'm going to be in this. So I kept going. Sometimes the internet goes off in the middle of my live stream. Sometimes the electricity goes off in the middle of my live stream. I would just say, "Oh, sorry," in the dark. There you couldn't see me. I would say that, "Sorry, my internet just went off. I will come again." Yeah, and just kept pushing. There was some negative comments that I remember. There was one person who just commented to me because I was just using my phone, and he said that your camera is like the one for 1900. I got pissed off. I said, this guy did not know what is big in my heart. I have a big dream. I'm going to have a studio. I'm going to have this. I was just speaking that to myself, but that inspired me. I never gave up. I started just also helping my business partners and also learning for myself, learning. And then we got relocated to Australia. When I got relocated to Australia, some few moments because I learned a lot of skills. There was a business workshop. I was invited as a guest speaker, and then I shared my story. I shared about my business, and then oh my god, people were so excited about my to hear about my story, and I was having connect. I was being connected here and there, and within 3 months, I got a job. I worked in the job for 1 year, I think 1 year and 3 or 4 months, 1 year and 3 months, mostly 3 or 4 months. Yeah. And yes, it's possible when you have, since that time, I have never given up. I saw the possibility that I can grow, I can learn, and the things that I have learned in this business is far more than what I could learn if I was by myself without getting this business. That's why we say that you have to get the rightful system. You have to get, the right system that is already in place, that is working, so you don't have to guess by yourself. A step by step training that takes you from zero. It took me from zero. I had nothing. It took me from zero to knowing how to, set up an account, to run campaigns, do some graphics, do things, how to talk to clients, how to talk to, online. You find so many people who are having their own troubles, and how they respond is really different. But I learned how to handle that. I learned how to manage my time. I learned how to present myself. I learned how to speak, and that gave me the hunger to learn to speak. And I am doing a course on speaking. I'm almost done, and I'm doing so many things. This business really boosts my self-esteem. It helped give me know my value. It helped me finish my bachelor degree, which was put on hold because of financial shortages in Uganda when I was still in Africa. I had to finish. You know, having an online business is possible, but which online business are you plugging in? Is there a system in place? Are you designing out a business where it has already a proven system? A business that is not limited by location. I was doing it in Africa, just moved to Australia. I did not change anything. My website remained the same. Everything remained the same. I just had to change them and location, because I was under France office, because our business have so many branches all over the world. I had to move from France to Australia. So you have to get your business a rightful system that is already in place. Another thing that you really need to get is the marketing. The marketing system. In our business, we have an automation system that does an email marketing. If someone registers in our website, the person gets a 45 days email campaign explaining about the business. I don't have to write those emails explaining how the business is into details. And if that person has some questions, can write back, and then that is what I'm going to respond to. If there is a specific question, that's what I respond to. And that gives me time to do things that really matters to me, more especially my family. My children is my key at this moment, because I have children that are really growing up, and I don't want to miss this moment. I don't want to miss, because this is the most precious moment. There will be a very um, there will be a time that they will be so busy with their own things, and I will not get this time with them. So at this time, my children, my family is my number one. So as I'm busy with my business, with my children, doing the things, cooking, tidying up the house, taking them to school, taking them for sports, the business is working at the background, sending emails to whoever got interested, and whoever registered on my business. They get that notification to tell them more about the business, explaining every details that they need to know. And yes, that takes away the biggest burden. Imagine if you have like 10, 20 leads. Last month I ran the campaign, I was having like 500 and something leads. If I am to write emails to these people one by one, how much time would I spend? And how tired where will I get even the vocabularies? I'm not good in English, that in writing that very good. But just take that time. The system does the marketing for me. It keeps sending emails, follow-up emails. Yes, I do some follow-up, but not as I'm supposed to do. there is a percentage that is done most by our automation system. So that takes away the biggest burden that I have to stick myself into the computer or the lap or the phone to be doing everything. The system does it. Our automation system does it, and I can be able to respond to other comments, other things, just from my phone. I can do it from my phone. I don't have to go somewhere. I don't have to sit walk with my laptop everywhere. But with my phone, I can be able to do it. And from my kitchen, as I'm cooking, just now I just am in my kitchen. My kitchen is just in front of me. It's just in front of me, and I just finished doing what I need to do, and I'm doing this right from my home. I don't need to go somewhere to keep doing it, to keep doing my business. And the third thing is the support system. We have the greatest, best support, mentorship, coaching. You know, I am already on a journey of becoming a coach very soon, and I will carry two responsibilities of being a mentor and a coach at the same time. This support of mentorship and coaching, it has no limit. I have been in the business for 5 years, and the support that I get from my coach has never stopped. And I don't have to pay her monthly, weekly. No, there is no payment that I pay for her. My payment is already packaged up in my in my in my in my in my investment, and that's it. So if you're thinking that, can I be able to work from my kitchen? Is it really true? Yes, it's true. But find the rightful business, find the right system, find the right support system, find the right system that does not take away much of your time. So you can get started. You can start your business today. And if you're interested to know more, just send me a DM, send me a message, and I'll get back to you with more information on how easy you can be able to start. With a simple step of registering on our website, I have my website that is running on the screen. If you go to my bio, you'll find a clickable link there. Register with your names and email, and you'll have instant access to our free 90 minutes training. If you register today, you'll get a replay for our yesterday mastermind, and you will see my message, how I was celebrated yesterday. You'll see it there. So I'm so grateful. I am still making a video about that, and I'm so thankful for the leaders of our business that for creating this amazing business opportunity. I love this business with all my heart, and I do it with ease. It's not like it's another job. It's part of me because I am building. It's not about the money. I'm building freedom. I am building a lifestyle that I desire. I am building that moment when I don't have to worry about finances, where I don't have to worry about, if I want to just decide to go for a vacation, I don't have to go and ask for approval. I just pack my things. If I have the ticket, I just, pay the ticket and just go for my vacation. That freedom, gaining myself back, and living the life that I truly desire. This is a game changer. And if you want to know, connect with me and I'll show you how you can get started today. God bless you. Have a beautiful time. See you again in the evening. Bye.